What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well. As for myself, I am doing pretty good. Just getting back in the shop, sitting down at the desk. Went out and got 9 holes of golf in this afternoon after a pretty good day in the market, and figured it was a great time to get a recap done. Needed to get out on the golf course, have an event with the fellas this weekend, and I cannot be bringing up the rear on the golf course, so got that out the way, and now we are going to get a recap out of the way. I did do one yesterday, but for some reason my mic wasn't working and I did not catch it. I want to give a shout out to my niece. She brought that to my attention while watching it and took that one offline, and we are going to get this one done today. I'm looking at OBS. I see my volume moving for my mic, so we are good. Today was a good day in the market. Yesterday was a good day in the market as well. We'll look at the numbers here shortly, but I am taking peanuts out of the market, y'all. When you look at my chart and you look at my entries and my exits, I think you will agree. I have been pulling peanuts out of the market, and it's just the way that I trade, y'all. A lot of times, the first trade I take, it'll be kind of putting my foot in the water, 1 contract, 2 contracts, just to see how the market is working. And if the market is working, I'll hammer in on the next one. And I don't need a big move, so the move will be small, but I'll make decent money. I need to work on that though, and I need to work on either continuing to do that and maybe keeping one for the big move, or trade what my chart is showing. That's what Spark always tells me. Trade what my chart is showing. I have switched up for I don't know how long, probably since I've been trading. I've always used TOS to do my charting. I have a love-hate relationship with TOS. I love the platform. Excellent, very powerful, but I hate the lag. The lag is horrible. It is horrible, and it don't matter what computer I run it on. This one in my shop, one in my house, my laptop, they all have horrible lag, to where I could be watching NinjaTrader's charts and I could be watching TOS, and it could be seconds before a candle moves on TOS and the candle has ran on NinjaTrader. So the system that I trade, I call it the OTRS trade system, on the right side trade system. And when I coded the one for TOS, I was somewhat coding it for NinjaTrader as well, but I kind of got away from NinjaTrader because NinjaTrader doesn't have all of the bells and whistles, but NinjaTrader does have some things that TOS didn't have. And I put my computer back together inside my house, or my home office, over the weekend, and I booted up NinjaTrader, and it had a feature turned on that had been turned off on my laptop and on my computer out in the shop. And when I saw it, I instantly said, man, why am I not trading this system? Let me do a little back testing. Let me kind of see what the tweaks are with it. So over the weekend, I did that. And on Sunday, that was the first real day that, or first evening, I kind of started trading using NinjaTrader's charts. I did not open up TOS at all. Monday, I didn't open up TOS. And today, I did not open up TOS. I traded strictly from the NinjaTrader charts, and it has just about everything that my TOS charts had, except for the data labels that were across the top. And with NinjaTrader, if you try to make clouds, they look horrible. So I didn't have the clouds, but what I did have on there were the moving averages that creates the clouds. And as of today, I took that off the charts as well. So let's go ahead. Let's jump on over. We're going to look at the chart real quick, and then I'll pull up Tradeovate. We'll look at some numbers, and we will go from there. And oh, I see the numbers already on the chart. Let me move that off. So y'all done already kind of seen what I did today. I didn't know that I still had that turned on. But this is a full picture of today. This is what the market did, what MNQ did today. And MNQ is what I trade. So with my system and how I have it coded, and if you watch some of my videos, you know my Thinkorswim chart flips from red to green. Call it red to green, but it's actually more of like a pink in this green. I call it an AKA chart for any of the sorority sisters out there. This is their colors, but it basically flipped red, and then you see these lines here, which are kind of shaded, they're no longer active. But when you see these up here, when I opened up this chart Saturday and I saw these and I saw how price reacted, I was like, man, why have I not been trading using those? So, like I said, going into Sunday, I was trading using them. And man, banger. On here, I still have my fib levels. To me, those fib levels are very, very, very important. The market reacts and respects them. If you notice, the market just was respecting the fib levels. I don't have what I used to call a pivot cloud, or what I call a pivot cloud, what I call a bounce cloud. I took those moving averages off, but I do have what I called the first line of defense, second line of defense still on the chart. Those are still on the chart. VWAP, that's still on the chart. That's the gold line. Other than that, that's all I really need. I'll draw my channels to kind of see what the market is doing. But let's take a look at some of these trades, y'all, today. I'm going to back this out. I'll back it out, kind of make it look a little bit more presentable. And that's what I'm talking about. See how that demand line comes in there, or that demand zone? That's such a clean trade, y'all. You get in, you actually can get in anywhere on this, but your stop is always going to be the low of that zone. That's money, y'all. That is money. But I'm gonna back it out. We'll start looking around right here, y'all. And when I say I was taking pennies out of the market, this was at 8 o'clock this morning. This entry was using this demand line as my stop. Notice, I had no reason to take my stop to break even. This thing just made money. Just made straight money. This exit here was for that trade right there. And then I got back in right here. Took that up to right there. That was a good trade. Top of the channel. Got back in. Took it back up. Jumped back in very high and stopped out. Same area. But that right there was pennies. That right there was pennies. That was pennies. And actually, this is for that one I'm looking. So that was another one, y'all. It's like I coded this system, but I don't trust it. And it's crazy. But when you look at my P&L, you would think, yeah, you made some money with it. What do you mean you didn't trust it? But when I see stuff like this, that's money left on the table. But a lot of times I might be in with 10 contracts easy. And I only need a small move to get $100 out of it. But on this chart, I should only be longing, right? Green chart, taking these green demand zones. But up here, once this market ran up, I shorted right here. I got short. Supply came in, and once this supply came in, I added another short right there, and I traded this down. Not a very smart trade. I'm gonna tell you, not a very smart trade, but an easy trade to have my stop at, especially on this one. My stop is gonna be just on the other side. So that one I entered at 69, stop was 74, 5 points. Easy stop, easy stop. One contract, added one more right there. Stop was going to be 5 points. That's about $30 worth of risk. got out of all of them right there. It looked like I was in 5 though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looked like maybe 5 right there. So decent little trade there. Notice I drew my channels. Market respected it. Ended up on this trade wanting to see price get back over. I actually get in my channel and get over previous day's high. That's the 100 level. So I got long. Nice move over and into the next channel, but it didn't hold. Took my stop to break even. And see, I kind of contradict myself. This is why I probably be doing that. But this was not a good trade, y'all. And I say it wasn't a good trade for one reason. If you look below, there is no demand line down there. There's no demand line. And I have rules for taking trades off of those demand lines. You can take these trades all the way up until one of these gets broken. So if I miss this one, I can get in right here. If I miss this one, I can get in right there. I could take these all the way up until you see right there. That's where the first one was broken at. You see, these are broken, but they got broken way over here somewhere. But this was the first one that got broken. Once that gets broken, I can no longer take the next one. Can't take that one. I have to wait until I see 2 fresh ones. Once I get 2 fresh ones, then I can take it. Same way if you looked over here going short. That's 1 fresh one. That one got broken. Yep. So this one came in. Next one here got broken. So you can't take it. Broken, can't take it. Broken, can't take it. Broken, can't take it. Fresh one, fresh one. You could short all day right there if the chart was red, because you really don't want to do it on a red chart, but this is money. Once that came and locked in, and you notice these are not broken. This is at 9:57 in the morning. These things are not broken. They're still in play. So took that long, came up, didn't work, got out break even. Chart flips red. Notice what I do. I go short 1, short 2. Got supply up there. Easy stop. Let's look at the math. 191, 210 or 211. That stop is about 20 points. That's $40 a contract. I add one more. Gets a little pop. Thing with this here is I knew I was trading into first line of defense and also this black line, which is previous day's close. So kind of didn't want to sit on them going into that. But after this trade, I got up and I left the desk. Man, once this broke both of those areas and it gave a fresh supply, entering anywhere on this side and putting the stop over there, man, money. Money, 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 money. Let's just keep watching. Notice, comes down, you get a break. After that, I need to see 2 fresh ones. That's 1 fresh one. That's 2 fresh ones. I take this one right here. I'll take that one. You see, this one's still in play. This one got broken somewhere. But figure, let's say I entered right there, 59. Stop is 80. Let's call it 60 and 80. So 20 points, $40 on 1 contract. This thing crushes, absolutely crushes. I get long right here. Red chart. I know. But I took this trade, y'all, because I was playing previous day's low to hold. This is a key level. Previous day's low is a very key level. I was playing this to hold. Easy stop again. I'm in at 998. The low 84, 14 points. Let's say 15 points is $30 on 1 contract. I hammered in on this on like 5 contracts, y'all. I hammered in on that like 5 contracts. I was already up decent in the account. I was risking 150 bucks. Got out right here. This came up, got out of that one. This one came up and I got out of that after it had went up and came back down. We see it comes back down, retest previous day's low again. Rips again. That second one even better than the first one. So, could have took the same play. Entry, stop on there. Notice this is still active. It ain't been broken. It's not shaded in. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I think I took one more trade maybe. And you don't see what flips this chart right now. You kind of see these lines coming through here. That's really what's flipping the chart. But I try to make it so you can't see them, or so I can't see them. But no trades through there. Fresh demand. No, I guess I didn't take any more trades. Nope, didn't take any more after that. But that's what we did to day trading. And if you look over here, you see these two like mint colored numbers. When those numbers cross, that's what flips the chart. I don't actually need to see the lines on the chart, so I got them so they're fairly hidden. You can somewhat see them. You may not be able to see them on the TV screen, but I can kind of see them on my computer screen. Market just opened back up, 6 o'clock. Guess what, y'all? I'm not going to trade today. I'm done trading in this account. I'm going to show you why. Let's go ahead. Let's bring up Trade of 8. We'll take a look at the numbers. You do see that this is they call it a demo. It's a take profit pro account, which you see over here. This is showing my balance. I'm at 27,383. Like I said, this is a 25K account. If you want to get into futures, I highly recommend, or if you want to get into the prop firm space, I highly recommend Take Profit Trader. I am not an affiliate of Take Profit Trader. So by me telling you to trade with them, I don't make any money, but their rules are pretty straightforward. You have to trade the eval 5 days, a minimum of 5 days. You can trade it as many days as you want, but a minimum of 5 days. You got to make $1,500. Once you've made that $1,500 in 5 days, they'll put you in a pro account. The pro account, at that point, you can start making money, real tangible money. Again, just like how you had to make $1,500 in the eval, on the pro account, you have to make $1,500. But you can make it all in 1 day now. You don't have to trade 5 days. Make that 1,500. Anything over 1,500, you can start pulling out daily. So this was an account that I had just been sitting on because I had started trading my cash account, was doing decent in the cash account, and I started trading back options again. And the option strategy I'm working with, I kind of needed a little more capital in there. So I took the money out of my cash account and I said, let me start back trading this take profit account. And as you can see today, banger day, we made we made $544. Let me turn on my highlighter real quick. Give me 1 sec. There we go. So we made $544. And why is my mouse not showing? That sucks. Let's see if we can figure that out real quick. Can we figure it out real quick? Yeah, capture cursor is turned on, but I'm not sure why it's not showing it. But yeah, you can see right there, profit 544. We gave back 53.50. That was trade 91%, y'all. I was a scalping machine. 1% break even, 7% was losers. After commissions and fees, we took home $437.50. That's my money. Let's look and see what we did on the week. This is a fresh week. Today is Tuesday. So we'll take a look, see what we did on the week, and then we'll take a look and see what we've done overall in this account. And you'll see why I say I'm not going to trade this account anymore. And that's taking a minute. Let's pull the charts back up real quick, y'all. The market is open. I missed a killer trade on market open. Market open right here above first line of defense. This is an easy trade that I talk about. I can get long anywhere up in here. So let's say I got in right there, 66. My stop is going to be down there, 55. That's 11 points. I'm going to risk $20 on this trade. I'm going to risk 20 bucks. And I can technically stay in this trade until it creates a demand line and it breaks it. I get 1R, I get 2R, wherever I want my target to be. I'm usually shooting for 1R. I'm usually shooting for 1-to-1 because of my hit rate. It works that good. So I don't need to make 2R per trade. I don't need to make, technically, like if you look at, let's do that because it just pulled it up. Let's do that. Let's look at it. And you're going to see what I'm talking about. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So this is for this week. It's only 2 days. We've traded 2 days. Total profit, $11.89. Total losses, $230. Trading at a 90% overall on those 2 days. This is what I'm talking about. My average winning trade is $10. My average losing trade is $20, y'all. I'm trading literally what most people would say is upside down. You will usually want your winners to be 20, your losers to be 10. But because my hit rate has been what it is, I can afford to take those little paper cut losses and then come in with a little bit more size and make it back. So that's what we've done over the last 2 days. And then let's take a look at, can't go this month because it's going to have some days in there. It's going to be missing some days. So let's see. I'll do a custom date. And I'm going to go from, I haven't been trading this that long, but we'll go right there. It's only looking at that date. Let's do custom range. There we go. So 9/19, we'll take that all the way out until there. Yeah. Look at that, y'all. We've made $3,000. We've gave back 420. That's trading at an 87%. 3% on break evens and 10% on losers. Let's take a look. Now, see, overall, we're just about 1-to-1. Just about at that 1-to-1 that I talk about. Average winning trade, just about $9. Average losing trade, just about $11. But look at what we have cleared. That's what we've cleared, y'all. $23.83. And remember, anything over $1,500 is my money. I can withdraw that. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to pay myself. I'm going to pay myself this evening. Once they calculate what I made today, I think it should be about a $800 payout, somewhere around there. Let me see. Let's see. 2383.50 minus 1500, 883. That's my money. This is on a $90 account. This account cost $90. That's what a Take Profit Trader 25K account cost. They have a code that you can use to where you don't have to pay the activation fee once you've passed. And that's it. That's it. Easy money. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to wrap this bad boy up. Like I said, I don't plan on trading this evening because I don't want to give back any of the gains that I made. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. If you're out there trading prop firms, how have they been treating you? I know Top Step has come up with some new things. One thing with Take Profit Trader is if you blow up a pro account, you could pay a fee and reactivate the pro account, and you don't even have to trade eval. And they let you do that 3 times. take Top Step has just initiated that same thing, I've heard. So, and Top Step is good. I've traded with Top Step, but I just prefer the 25K take profit accounts because it's so easy to get over that threshold. It's so easy to get into the pro account, and it's easy to get payouts. Y'all see it. Y'all see it right there. I'll be requesting those funds. Having me a good time on my little golf trip. So we'll be back at it again tomorrow. I'll probably be trading once they approve and they take that money out of my account. But until then, I'll just be sitting on the sidelines. So peace.